Ini saya sekarang bersama dengan Ibu Claudia, istri dari Pak Werner yang bekerja banyak di Papua. Claudia, can you tell me a little bit about the museum? You know, when we visited the museum, it takes us an hour or two, perhaps 3 hours, to go through, scroll, look, contemplate. But for you, it takes years and years and years. And I heard more than 40 years of work into this museum. What made you and your husband do this?
My husband likes to travel always when he was a student, and once he traveled to Papua, to West Papua, because of the book from Heinrich Harre. Heinrich Harre makes the Carstens Pyramid, the Puncak Jaya, and he was so, how can I say, so,
Impressed?
Yeah, impressed because of the culture, the nature. It was Shangri-La for him, and then he go to Papua quite a lot of times, and he fall in love with this country, even with Indonesia, because he said the Indonesian people are very polite, very friendly. But Papua was for him very special, and then he made quite a lot of expeditions, and then he is a collector, and then he thought this is such a nice primitive art, and he always brings some pieces to Germany with hand luggage. But then the piece is bigger and more, and then he collected in one storeroom in Bali, and when the storeroom was quite full, then he make a container. I think at least we have 15 container, and this all during 40 years. Why he do it? Because he said it will get lost. And he will not sell anything, because always the tourists ask, we would like to have this piece or this piece. He will not make business. He said it's very, it will not come anymore. So if it lost, you will not get any things again. It's so lost.
That is very noble. So it is not, he prevent these items to be simply something to be sold, but he want to keep it, to preserve it as a cultural heritage for future generations to enjoy.
Yeah, even also in our resort in Papua, we have also a big collection, and also when the tourists came, they said we would buy this and this. No, not even one piece, and every piece he knows a place where he could find it. This has for him also a personal, personal thing. So, and he loved Papua, and I think he is more Papua than German. He has two hearts. Two hearts.
He is now in Papua, actually.
Now he's in Papua, yes. And he called me with a satellite telephone.
Yes.
And he said,
I tried to text him, and the message never delivered, and the phone call never reached him.
Yeah, so even I cannot reach him now.
I concluded he's in the middle of the jungle.
That's
with
right.
No signal whatsoever.
That's right.
How do you feel as a partner, as a wife of someone who travel a lot in a faraway land and have his heart with Papua?
It's for me okay, because I have a life with him and my own life. So we are partner, and I know his heart is traveling, his heart is in Papua, and I cannot tell him you cannot do it. It's his life. And even for me, I also like to travel, and I also like Papua, so it's no problem. But In the beginning, it was quite hard because there was no handphone, no satellite telephone, and sometimes he was eight weeks in Papua without any messages. This was not so nice. But now with a handphone and with satellite, it's
you
no
can
problem.
communicate directly.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken, Werner came to Papua when he was just finishes his high schools, 1971.
Yeah.
And then after he finished his medical school,
Yes.
He came back to Papua in 1976.
Yeah.
So he is actually, by training, he's a medical doctor. He's a medical, but never practiced medical
He's
doctor.
absolutely sportsman. Yeah, he's never tired. He's always. I don't know. I said sometimes you are really like an animal. He's really, and he liked to make sport, and he likes the nature. He said the nature is unbelievable. You have so many different, you have glacier, you have jungle, you have super mountains. He said Papua is best of.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And now, how about the museums? Is the museum still open to public?
Yes. Yes.
So it is still open to public?
Yes.
How for a visitor to be able to come in and enjoy?
They must make an appointment.
Okay.
Mostly via email. Then they said, okay, we are interested, and we said, okay, it must be at least 6 persons, not only one. So we have, if more, it's okay, but it's from 6 until 20, not more.
Not more, okay.
Yeah, not
and
more,
then,
because it's too full, too crowded, so 20 people, it's enough, yeah.
so public can actually visit and enjoy.
Yeah.
And it is indeed a beautiful experience here.
Yeah. They like it, and they are really surprised because they have no idea. If they heard Indonesia, it's always Bali. Bali, they know everybody knows Bali. But Papua, they said Papua, and always they think PNG. So we have to discuss to say, okay, it's one island, and the west belongs to Indonesia, and the right is PNG. And quite a lot of people didn't know this. So we also make some
explanation.
Yes,
about that.
yeah. But they are really impressed, and they said they are never.
Is there many Germans come and visit these museums?
Yeah, mostly Germans.
But
sometimes also they came from UK or from France because they visit Papua, West Papua, and they read in internet that we have a museum, and then they came really to see this place.
See.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Claudia.
Yeah, welcome.
And all the best, and on behalf of myself and so many people of Indonesia, I'd like to express our appreciations.
You
have done a noble work, you and your husband and your family, actually.
Thank you.
And may His blessing be yours always. Thank you.